Hi everybody. I've just been reading this rag that I've never seen before, the Daily Break. I'm guessing it's a US magazine, is it? I think these guys are in the States. The article didn't stipulate where they are, and it's a very badly written article, but I will put the link in my description so that you can read it yourself. So they're both transgender males. Mark, who's the one with the rotund stomach, and Jeremy, both trans males. Now, it had always been Mark's dream to have a family, lots of kids. And so they talked it through and they decided that, yes, a family would complete us. And that's the way that's the way we want to go. So this is another picture of Mark, who is carrying the child. He ceased to take the testosterone in the interim, while he was trying to get pregnant, or which begs the question, by whom did he get pregnant? They use the pronouns of they, and so I don't know what to say. She, he. She, because there's a uterus involved, female reproductive organs, and he, because he's well on the way to transitioning. You would say that this is actually a male, wouldn't you? And be stunned at seeing somebody walking around who was fully, 7 or 8 months pregnant. And here's a picture of both Mark and Jeremy. And I do think they look like a lovely couple, actually. They look like they'd be a lot of fun to be around. They look like they're very well adjusted, sense of humour, all that jazz, the sort of people I could be friendly with, certainly. And yes, there is a but. There is a but. There has to be. Mark was pregnant with a child, maybe by a mutual friend, or artificial insemination, petri dish, I don't know. But Mark is pregnant, Jeremy is happy. They're both happy. But what about that baby growing up? And yet another picture of them. They've posted lots of pictures, but they haven't given really any. They've given no surnames, for example. I can understand that, I suppose, and they've given no surnames, but they haven't indicated the way in which Jeremy and Mark chose the sperm donor, if they did choose a sperm donor, or how they went about the pregnancy. And it wasn't a straightforward pregnancy. I'm going to get to that in a minute, in just a second. Andrew will be probably as shocked as the doctors were, as Mark and Jeremy were, and I was a little bit amazed myself. Another picture. They're not looking quite so friendly here. They're looking as though, Jeremy's got one of those rings through his nose. I really don't like those, like the bulls have he's got why do people do that? But they don't look quite as, I'm sure they're happy, but they look as though they're sort of daring anybody to disapprove of either their lifestyle or the fact that they're going to have a biological family, or at least it'll be Mark's biological child. Mark has the uterus and Jeremy does not. And I guess I don't know whether he's fully transitioned as a male. The article does not say. So Mark and Jeremy have their little baby boy, and what could possibly go wrong, you know. He was told by doctors that there was little chance that she could get pregnant, even though the transition hadn't been completed, obviously. But there was very, very tiny chance that a pregnancy could ensue from any relationship or any action on the scientists' and doctors' part. As I say, the article doesn't indicate, I don't think it does anyway. It was just so badly written that I had to hop my way through it. So they have their baby boy, and back home a month later, I guess, that Jeremy thought that, are they going to change their names from Mark and Jeremy? They won't, will they? Those are their now given names. Their female names are the ones that they've discarded. I get really confused with this, I do. And as for using pronouns, just forget that, really. And I'm sorry if anybody thinks that I'm disrespectful. I don't mean to be, but this is who I am and how I am. Anyway, Jeremy was back home and at the sink doing the washing up, apparently, when he started to experience pain, enormous pain, and fell to the floor. Mark dialed 911. They got him into hospital and they did scans on him. Not sure what they thought that they would find, but it wasn't. It came as a total and utter shock to them. What they did find was that 4 weeks after giving birth to the baby boy, don't know the name of him, Mark was still pregnant. And it was discovered that the pregnancy had been sort of muffled away to the back, and so he was not only pregnant, Mark, he was pregnant with twin girls. Imagine that, having a boy and then 4 weeks later being rushed into hospital and told that the scan shows you're having twin girls. We missed them. So I'm sure there's a name for the situation, the condition that he has, because it was discovered also that Mark, he doesn't have one uterus. He doesn't have two uterus or uteri. He has three. So, you know, the medical profession are just stunned, and there is a name for it beginning with D. I can't remember what it was now, but the medical profession, they were just absolutely stunned at the fact that, yeah, now there's 2 girls. And so I guess that their family is complete. I'm going to leave a link to the badly written article in my description, and I'm going to have a mooch around and see what else I can find, and maybe a video, maybe more pictures, and I will also leave a link to that in my description. So congratulations to Mark and Jeremy on achieving getting that, you know, family, big family, nuclear family, all in one go, so to speak. I'll be back in a bit.